in episode 133.
And that's the whole thing with me and the mood thing. I'm constantly mentioning it. How do I say this? Being Rene is not something I do like, I want to do it now. She needs to tell me I want to come out. When I was out in the park, there was one moment that said like, sir, why are you wearing a dress? And I told her like, because I want to. And do you have a problem with that? No, I don't have a problem with that, but I want to know why, because it's like odd. She is no longer just a fantasy. I know she is real. And I will never be able to shut her down. Till the day I die, Rene will be a part of me.
Welcome to the CrossYaas Podcast, the podcast that still says YAAS to everything related to cross-dressing, sexuality, and gender. My name is Giselle Mirasol. Sometimes I cross-dress. I consider myself transgender under the transgender umbrella, and I will be your host and guide into this wild but wonderful world of cross-dressing, sexuality, and gender. Support the podcast by going to our website, www.crossyaaspodcast.com, and you can click on our Patreon links and check out our Q&As we've done with today's guest, Rene, and other guests as well. You can also chat with me, Sierra, Rene, and other wonderful members of the CrossYaas community on our CrossYaas confidential Discord, which is also available on our website for even more support. And finally, if you enjoyed Rene's story and have your own personal story that's cross-dressing, sexuality, and or gender related, but you're skeptical because you don't think anyone cares about your story or what you have to say, and it's making you think, damn, does anyone really want to hear my story? Well, duh, you know my nosy ass and, well, you know this podcast. The answer is obviously a loud frickin' yes! Hit me up, Giselle at CrossYaasPodcast.com, DM me on Instagram at CrossYaas Podcast, or chat me up on Discord, Rochi_Mochi #7325. Can't wait to hear from you. How's it going, CrossYaas listener? Back again with another YAAS convo for you, and this time we've got Rene, a lovely crossdresser living in the great country of the Netherlands. She reached out to me on our CrossYaas confidential Discord, which if you're not on yet, why haven't you? It's fun, it's a great resource, and if you're looking for someone who can help regarding your cross-dressing, sexuality, and or gender, well, there's someone there to help. But I'll stop talking about that. Rene in this YAAS convo had a lot to say about her bisexuality, her cross-dressing, and what it all means to her. I hope you find what she had to say relatable. Oh, and yeah, don't forget to support our podcast by going to our website and clicking on our Patreon links to keep us going, because, well, yeah, it would help a lot. Anyways, here's episode 133 and my YAAS convo with Rene. I hope you enjoy it. All right, well, welcome, Rene, to the CrossYaas Podcast. How are you again today for the listeners?
I'm fine. I did some work today, and well, it's time to relax now.
That's great. What brings you to the podcast, Rene?
Well, I was looking for something. I was really interested in how other people think about cross-dressing and stuff, so I looked it up, and this podcast was actually the only one on Spotify, as far as I could see. So I listened to a lot of episodes, and then I found out you had Discord and a website and stuff. So that's why I dropped here.
Well, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? Maybe introduce who you are and who is Rene to the CrossYaas listeners.
Well, I'm Rene. I'm 28 years old, bisexual male crossdresser. Well, I'm like, it depends on the stage on how many I crossdress. Sometimes I don't, and sometimes I do it a lot, so it's different.
Okay. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your origin story? How did you find out you were a crossdresser, and how did you find out, I guess we'll talk about sexuality, but how did you figure out you were bisexual?
How did I figure out I was bisexual? Well, when I was 16, 17, I went on holiday with my parents, and on to the place we went, there was a gay guy that I really, really liked just to hang out with. And we spent a lot of nights at the beach. And at one point, he kissed me, and I didn't mind that at all. I liked it. From that point on, I thought, like, wait, is this what I like? And so I ventured in it, and well, I figured I like both, so that's kind of how I found out.
And then how did the cross-dressing elements start? When did that ever begin?
Well, like most people, I tried things on when you were little, like 5, 6, around that age. Like you steal things from your mother or from your sister or something. But
yeah.
I think it started to hit me like, and that's not really long ago. It started to hit me like 6 years ago when I was in a relationship with a trans girl. When we started the relationship, she still had to get the operation, and during the relationship, she did get it. And well, she told me a lot about trans and stuff, and she tried to how do you call it? Challenge me to wear female gear as well. So I did, and I really, really liked it. And ever since, I'm still doing it.
Nice. What did she make you wear? She made you wear stuff? That's kind of cool.
Tights, skirts, bra, like everything.
Yeah.
It started with tights, that it was a skirt, and at some point it was just everything, like a bra and panties and tights, skirts, top. So yeah, that's how it started.
Yes. And what is it now? Like, what's your cross-dressing life like now, Rene?
It's I would say it's well, like I said, it depends on the mood I'm in, but normally like once a week, maybe twice. I don't have that much clothes anyway.
Okay. And if you don't have that many clothes, but you dress up, what does that mean? That you mean like fully? Like, do you go like
Oh
wear
yeah,
everything?
With the 1 day a week, I meant fully. If you talk like only underwear or stuff or a bra and panties, that's probably 5 or 6 days a week. If I go fully, that's 1 or twice a week.
Yes. That's cool. Do you like going out? Are you public with Renee? I don't know if that's a thing.
I'm
Uh-oh.
semi-public with Rene.
Ooh, what does that mean?
A few friends of mine know. I do go out in public sometimes. Like I don't go to a store or something, but I do. When I dress up, I tend to go out for a walk, go to the park, go to a forest. Just not those busy places, but I do see other people, and they look at me, and I never had a bad reaction or something. But us in going public or going out, being out. I mean, my parents don't know, and if it's up to me, they will never know.
Ooh, why is that?
When I came out to them as being bisexual, that was a really hard time. My dad doesn't like it. My mom is kind of, she's ignoring it. But like I'm raised really with a really hard religion, and I do still I do go to church and stuff, but my parents are diehard, right? I like that. So when I told them I'm bisexual, they were, it's a phase. You get over it, and don't be so stupid. It's good now because I'm not dating a guy at the moment. So my dad is fine with it, but my mom is still hating the fact. So I'm afraid that if I tell them I cross-dress as well, that it's gonna ruin the relationship in a whole, and I'm not willing to risk that because they're still my parents.
Yeah, yeah,
And you only got one of those.
yeah. And if you don't mind me asking, what religion are your parents?
Christian.
Okay. And in your experience, are the Christian values towards bisexuality and cross-dressing like negative?
Depends on the people. Like my
right.
preacher. Oh, he's really open. He's a modern preacher. He's like, oh, I don't care if you're gay, if you're lesbian, if you're trans. I don't care what gender you are, or what sex you are. Just be you, and that's good. So it depends.
Yeah.
I know a lot of my friends from church are open as well. And some of them know, but the older people are a little bit old age.
Yeah. And so, where do your parents get the negative ideas about cross-dressing and bisexuality then? Or where do you think they get them?
I don't know about how they think about cross-dressing. It's just about bisexual, they are like, well, the Bible says a man marries a wife and you get children, and it's all about man and woman. And they say that if you're a man with a man, that's bad, and if you're a woman with a woman, that's bad. But that's a different age, in my opinion. Like,
yeah,
back then it was like that, and now it is totally different. And even like I said, my preacher and a lot of others, they say like, well, if you're a man going with a man, but you both believe, then that's all right. So it's hard, I guess.
What makes it so hard for you?
Well, for me, I want to go open, and I don't want to have secrets with anyone I love. But sometimes can I tell them? Do they understand what I think? And that's the problem. I'm afraid they don't understand, and that I will ruin the relationship with my loved ones. I know it's stupid, especially for your parents. You should be able to tell them anything.
Yeah. You would think, right? Yeah.
But then again, like I said, I have friends that know about me, about me, and I have a best friend that knows everything about me.
Yay.
And I do have support places, so I'm like, well, if this is the only thing my parents don't know, then fine, I can live with it. I have places to fall back on.
Yeah, friends and other friends. Do you have any brothers or sisters that know, or any of the siblings? Cousins or anything?
My brother doesn't know, I think.
What do you mean? You think?
I never told them, but I went to his place wearing heels and skinny jeans and having my nails done, but still in guy mode.
Oh.
So maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't, maybe he has suspicions. My sister knows.
Oh, that's good. And she's okay with it? What's her interpretation of it?
Or the first time I told her, she's like, "Is this jeans you're wearing part of that?" I'm like, "Yeah." Well, that jeans is not good. We need to go shopping. So we did.
Oh, yay. That's sweet. It sounds like you have an accent. Where are you from, Rene?
I'm from the Netherlands.
The Netherlands. Okay, and what is... So I'm from America, and I love having international guests on here, but what is the interpretation of, I guess maybe the LGBTQ community and also like cross-dressing in the Netherlands? Like, what's that like there?
I think it's really open. Of course, you have racist guys and people that are like, well, being gay or whatever is not good and stuff, but most of the people here are like really, really good with it. There are a lot of places where you can go if you're from the LGBT, and well, it's not that, well, if you go to the Pride here in the Netherlands, the Pride Day, oh man, that's amazing. Like if
Yes.
Amsterdam, in Amsterdam you got channels, and on Pride Day there's like a ton of ships where people are dressed, and
Yes. That's so cool.
of course there's always negative people, but I think that the majority of the people are okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So being part of that group in this country is not bad, I would say. I never had problems with it. Ever
That's
since I
good.
came out when I was 18, I never had problems with it. Never.
So you never had trouble finding support as well for being bisexual and a crossdresser?
Oh, no, never.
Okay.
Well, like I said, my parents, but outside
Yeah.
of that, never. I did not lose one friend when I told my group.
Aw. Yay.
Everybody was like, well, there was one guy like, dude, I'm fine, but I'm not your type, right? I'm like, dude, easy. You're not my type. All right, then we're all good. So that's the only thing that somebody called me.
Yeah.
And after that, I told them what my type was. They're like, hey, dude, that guy at the bar, is he cute? I'm like, well, he is. So they even look out for me when I was single.
That's sweet. Oh.
But I still have a preference for women, I guess.
Okay. More so than males. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm bisexual, but a preference for women. I did date guys, and I did have one relationship, but right now I have a girlfriend. So
Okay. And your girlfriend is totally accepting of everything about you, like your bisexuality, your cross-dressing.
my bisexuality, she is totally, yeah, and my cross-dressing, she's like, well, if that's you, then it's you. I have no problem with you doing it. She never seen me in girl mode yet. That's still something we need to do. But at first hand, she's like, well, I don't mind. At least in a way, she said, like, well, if you want to dress up, then you should dress up. Be you. She loves me for who I am and not for what I do.
Right. And this is the same girlfriend that's encouraged you to cross-dress, or how did you come out to her?
Oh, no. That's the girl that encouraged me to go wear female girl. That's 6 years ago. That relationship ended 6 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So that was a relationship of 2.5 years.
Okay.
After that, I had one more relationship of 3 years, and now I'm with this girl. I'm not that good with relationships.
Apparently, I'm just kidding. But how did you come out with your cross-dressing to this girl? Or did she already know about it? Or how did you meet?
I told her on our third date. Because she was like, well, why are you wearing black fingernails? I'm like, well, that's part of me. And I told her why. Because Rene is, well, she's a little bit goth, emo style.
Nice.
So when I go Rene, I tend to wear black nail polish. So she was like, oh, really? They do wear women clothes? I'm like, yeah, sometimes. Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
But I did show her a picture or two, but like not hardcore pictures, not fully geared. Mostly like me wearing skinny jeans and a band shirt and a bra and breast forms and stuff, but she never seen it in real life yet.
Huh. And is there a reason why she hasn't seen it in real life? Are you waiting for the right moment, or are you afraid to?
More like being in the right mood to do it when she's around. Like until now, I was never in the mood to cross-dress. Didn't feel like it, and that's the whole thing with me and the mood thing. I'm constantly mentioning it. How do I say this? Being Rene is not something I do like, all right, I want to do it now. she needs to tell me I want to come out.
Oh.
She's a second persona of me. It's not like we're the same person. Sometimes I say like she's the woman side of me. Like I'm bisexual. I have a male side and a woman side. So there are days that I'm really feeling like her, and there are days that I'm not. That I'm me, my male guy.
Right. And do you know what like usually triggers coming out as Rene? I mean, you say she tells me. Like, is there something that like you see someone that looks really hot, or is there something that I don't know you feel like? Is it you say it's mood based, but what exactly do you think causes it? When is the right moment for Rene?
It depends on the things I see. Yeah, if I see a hot guy, then it gets triggered. Even when I'm in guy mode at that moment, then I'm like, I can just hear some kind of voice in myself telling me, all right, that guy is really cute, and I want to go talk to him. Go home.
Interesting.
Like, I have a feeling I should go home now, get dressed, and go back. And sometimes it's even things I see on television or something.
Like what?
If I watch a show and there's a cute couple on it, and I'm like, oh, they're so cute. And as a guy in guy mode, I'm not even for those shows. I hate those shows. I hate cute and cuddly shows. But sometimes when you're zapping on television, you see those programs and like, oh, I want to watch this now. Those are the moments that she takes over. Like in a snap second, she just takes over. So, and at those moments, I mostly just pause my television and go get dressed.
That's super fascinating, and it's just is there something that you're seeing in that makes you? What is it about it? Like when you see a guy, you're like, ooh, is he a good looking guy? Is he a cross-dressed dude? And then you say you see a couple, and you're like, is there something about the couple that makes you want to dress?
It's mostly like if they're all cuddly and the guy is acting nice towards the female, or if it's a gay couple that if it's a gay couple like male or male or female to female, who's the going to basics, who's the male in the couple and who's the female in the couple, even if it's a male and a male, you always have an alpha and a second. Like who's in charge in that relationship, and how is that one treating the other one? And if that's really cute and with lots of love, that tends to trigger me. Like, I want to feel that. I want to feel like how the other person is feeling. So yeah.
Fascinating. That's kind of cool. I think about that too. I think about that too with porn. I don't know, when I see like a really feminine person in porn, like I want to dress sometimes. I don't know if you probably feel the same way, but maybe.
I don't really watch porn as Rene.
Interesting.
Rene is not sexual at all.
Oh.
If I'm in Rene mode, it's sexuality is not really a thing at all.
Interesting. Even more. Tell me more. Wow. That's it.
Like, if I'm Rene, I don't care about sex or. Well, of course, you want to be attractive and you want people to notice you, but no, it's never been a sexuality or whatever. It's never been that.
But you say it's a different persona, though, right?
Yeah.
So it's not at all sexual. So have you ever thought about being Rene more often? Like, have you ever thought about transitioning as Rene? Is that a thing?
Oh, no. That's like I said, that girl that encouraged me to go cross-dressing, when she had the operation from going to a guy to a female, that was during our relationship, and I know that's what I saw, how hard it is to do a transition. I mean, that operation is so hard.
Yeah, the gender reassignment surgery sort of
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
I would not ever be able to do that, ever. Well, they did warn for it, but her persona changed a whole lot after that operation. She became a total different person. And that's kind of what broke up that relationship.
And it was she was assigned female at birth and then became male, or assigned male
No,
at birth?
she was male.
And what was the transition like? What happened? What do you mean she totally changed? What personality was she?
Yeah.
When
Well,
changed?
she was, when we started the relationship, she was a gamer, F1 freak, race freak, kind of a lot of same interests as me. When she had her operation, she started to lose interest in sports, gaming, almost everything we had in common just disappeared. So, yeah, they did warn for it. Like, if you go to the transition, you will kind of change. And she did, in a bad way, for the relationship. But for her,
Right.
I don't think it was bad, because I still talk to her. She's still a nice person, but, well, we just grew apart, I think.
Yeah. That's rough. So you've never thought about hormones or anything for yourself?
Oh, no. No, I'm happy with who I am.
Got it. Interesting. So it is solely, it sounds like, just like dressing. You only like to dress as Rene on occasion or on a mood. Is that right?
Well, like I said, it depends on the mood, but I wish sometimes I am in the mood to dress up, but I can't because of work or things I have to do. So sometimes I do want to dress up more. I wish I could. Well, that's life.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends.
I see. So if you could dress full time your entire thing, would you do it? Like as Rene all the time?
No. No.
Why not?
Because I do like to be in guy mode as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Especially with the kind of sports I do.
What kind of sports? We love sports.
I
do.
I do airsoft a lot.
Ooh, okay.
And it's just in my experience, it's easier to do airsoft in guy mode than girl mode. Because
why is that?
Well, if for the people that don't know airsoft, it's like playing army soldier, like you did when you were a kid. Like, oh, I'm a soldier and I'm gonna shoot you, and just like as kids. Airsoft is that for grown-ups. You have a replica gun that shoots plastic balls, and you shoot other people. That's it.
Sounds like fun.
And if a male has, in average, a male body is better fit for sports in general. I don't say females can't sport. I mean, I know a girlfriend of mine is like, she's amazing. She has such a good exercise and condition and everything. But in general, like, males are more sporty, I guess. So, with my hobbies, you get dirty a lot as well. And if I go as Rene with the makeup and stuff, and then go crawling in the mud or in a ditch, it's not like the best combination with water and makeup and.
You still could, but it would get messy.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, all right, guys, I'm gonna attempt this as a girl, and then like an hour later, like, all right, you're a girl, but right now you look like a guy, so nah, I don't want to do that.
Is it because you prefer to be like pristine, like you prefer to look really good as Rene and not get her dirty? Is that why?
Yeah, that's how Rene is a different persona. She's not, like I said, she's not into sex, but she likes to be clean. Everything dirty is not her, so she's not gonna do the dishes. I'm not gonna do the dishes, Rene. If it's raining, then she will or stay dry. If she doesn't have a clue or something, then I'm not even going outside. That's most of the times if I'm Rene, I get cleanup mode. Everything has to be clean.
Okay.
If I see dirty laundry, I'm gonna do the laundry. So, yeah.
Huh. Is it an act? You know how like people do drag and they have a separate, is it kind of like that for you? Like you put on a performance more, kind of?
Oh no, it's for me personal. It's like, maybe it is, but I don't care what other people think.
Yeah. That's fine.
If it is an act, it's for me personally.
Right.
I don't see it as drag, and I don't dress like draggy. I just dress normal. I don't like makeup wise. I'm minimal. I don't do that much makeup, so no. Act wise, it's not. I wouldn't say it's an act.
Yeah, it's just you, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like you. Now, did this all come about, or did you like at once? Like you were like, oh, one day you're like, oh, Renee is this person, or did you gradually learn to become her? Right? Like, did you slowly incorporate things to be like, oh, this is Renee would like to do this or like to do this? You know?
Yeah, I think it became slowly as it is right now, and I still think it's still growing.
Okay.
So when Renee first started to become part of me, it was like, oh, I like to do this now, and I like to do this not now. Like, I don't want to do this. And I slowly started to, well, if I'm Renee, what do I want to do? And what do I do not want to do? And maybe it's that stupid idea from women do this and guys do that. But I did use that stereotype of women do this, men do that. And I kind of start with that, right, if I'm Renee, then do I like to do that? Do I want to be in that box?
Yeah.
And at some points I did, and at some points I'm like, no, I don't want to. Like that stereotype of women wear makeup, sure, but at a minimum. And women should wear this. Nah, women should be able to wear whatever they want.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I know with the dressing up style Renee has that, well, she's different from anyone. No matter what, I'm going to get people watching at me.
It's your attention whore. Got it.
No, not like that. It's just like, she's that alternative and that gothy that if I go out the streets, even if we're friends, I'm going to stand out. Especially with my height.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you super tall? How tall are you, Renee?
I'm 6'5".
Oh, yeah. That's a little taller than Billy. I think Billy's 6'4".
Yeah, I'm 6'5" and 61/65 inch. Almost 2 meters for the European people.
Yeah. And do you not like standing out? Do you hate that? Or I mean, you said you like attention, but are you okay with that kind of?
Depends on what way. I mean, I don't mind standing out because I don't use that much makeup. I guess people recognize I'm a guy, even if I'm in Rene mode. But I don't mind. Just I'm being me.
Right.
And to be fair, I never had a bad experience with people telling me like, "Oh, you're a guy and you're wearing women's clothes."
That's great. Yeah.
There was one woman when I was out in the park. There was one woman that said like, "Sir, why are you wearing a dress?" And I told her like, "Because I want to." And do you have a problem with that? No, I don't have a problem with that, but I want to know why, because it's like odd. You should not be wearing. Well, why should I not be wearing a dress? I can buy whatever you want. You don't hear me complain when you wear a man's jeans.
Right.
Yeah, but that doesn't stand out. So what if it stand out?
Yeah.
I don't care. Just let me be me. And
Mhm.
she said, like, well, she didn't really say anything. She just walked off.
She's like, okay, there's a
Uh,
6'5" person telling me I need to walk away.
yeah. So, I never had. Well, people do stare, and sometimes I feel like, why are you staring at me? But then again, I'm like, well, I guess you don't see people cross dress every day, and with the way I dress, it's even more rare. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
So it sounds like passing doesn't really matter to you then.
No, not really. I just want to be me. I do have a professional makeup session in like next month. Like I want to do it.
Ooh,
I want to
yes.
try how it is to go,
Uh-huh.
even with makeup and stuff, going full out, and
Yes.
maybe go for a passing way.
Ooh, okay. Yes.
Because I've never been that good with makeup, to be fair. And maybe that's one of the reasons I don't do it as much.
Uh-huh.
So I did decide, like, I want to try this, and I did order a makeover session with. In the Netherlands, if you go to the LGBT group, it's called the COC community,
What is
which
that?
is a community especially for lesbians, gays, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they have bars and meetings and all that kind of stuff to even help the government with if there's a topic about the group, then the government goes to that organization like, how do we handle this? What's your opinion? And it's a country-wise organization. And this person I'm going to is working with that same organization. Like they do
Ooh.
makeups especially for people that want to transition, for cross-dressers as well. So I did contact them like, all right, this is my situation. I want to do this. Can you help me? And they gave me a few options like, all right, we can offer you this, this, and that. And I picked two. So I'm going to spend the day with them. They're going to do my makeup. They're going to give me tips about what kind of clothing fits me the best in the way I want it to be. And then we're going out shopping together. So,
Yes. Yay. That's so cool. Sounds like so much fun. And how much is this service?
let's not talk about money.
Oh, is it really expensive? Is that why?
It's not cheap. Let's keep it that way. It's not
Oh,
that you would.
Hmm.
It's a few $100
That's not too bad. And how long is this experience?
a day, a full day.
That's perfect. That's great.
Well, the makeup is going to be as long as you want. If you don't take it off at night, then it's going to be up still the next day. But
Right, right.
they told me like, all right, if you have clothes and stuff, bring it so we can see how you want to be as, and we can help you with that. So they do really everything.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But then again, I went for the kind of expensive services. They have makeup as a solo service as well, or just clothes, or just wig. So they're even gonna, like, if I'm dressed with them, they're even gonna tell me like, oh, maybe this wig fits with you, with your face and your clothes. Like this wig is good, or that wig is good. So it depends on what you want with them.
Sure. And you're opting for the whole day. Makeup, shopping.
I told them I want to do everything. If I'm doing this, I want to do it right.
Yes, yes. Are you bringing your own clothes, or are you planning to pick what they pick for you? What do you think?
No, I'm going as Rene.
Okay. But your clothes you're going your gothy kind of rocker
Yeah, I'm
girl?
bringing everything.
Yes.
I can fit everything in one sports bag. So
Wow.
I'm bringing everything.
Yes, yes. I love it. I love it. With Renee though, like what kind of wig do you wear for that? Like, are you like because you talk
None.
about rocker, no wig, so your own
Nope.
hair, huh?
Yep.
Yes. And what's that like? What's your own hair like? Is it long? Is it short? Is it like...
It's medium,
Okay.
long, short-ish. I want to grow it out. I want it a bit longer, so I might do that. But I normally used to go just a bit alternative hairstyle. I tend to do.
Yes, I've seen it on the Discord, girl. Your hair is amazing. It's like long. It looks so good. Like very gender
Aw,
fluid. I don't know. Looks
thank
great.
you.
Yes, loving it, rocking it. Yes. And where you get? Where do they plan to take you out? Like for shopping and the out?
Amsterdam. I'm going.
Ooh,
The day is in Amsterdam. Their facility is in Amsterdam, so we're going shopping out there as well.
yes, yes. And
Because
I don't
that's the
know.
cheaper option.
Oh, is
I
what?
could go to a different city, but that would cost more. So, let's just go for the. Because Amsterdam is also the most open city in this
Is
country. Like
it?
the Pride
Okay.
is in Amsterdam, and the red light district in Amsterdam, and it's like it's the best city to do this. To go out if you want to
Hmm.
do. In my opinion, if a crossdresser wants to go out in the open for the first time and they can go to Amsterdam, do it there.
Oh, okay,
Because
okay.
if you would compare it with an American city, I think Amsterdam is the same as California, like, or
Wow.
LA.
Yeah, or San Francisco or something. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like that city, the people that live there are more common, used to it.
So is that where everybody in Europe goes just to be like
No, I mean
LGBTQ
in
or
my country,
from the Netherlands? Oh, okay.
for the Netherlands, Amsterdam is the best place to do that.
Oh, what other places in Europe? I mean, I don't know. Americans are terrible at geography, but like, where do like the trans people in Europe go? Like,
I
here,
don't have a clue, to be
no,
fair.
no, you're just like I don't know. I just know Amsterdam. Okay,
I
let's
just
see.
go Amsterdam. That's I internationally. I did it once,
Ooh, where? Ooh,
Berlin, Germany.
oh, and how was that?
Um, to be fair, I don't really have memories. But well, not otherwise like people staring at me or like. I guess I passed that time. That time I did have makeup on because my
Oh,
best friend did my makeup. So I guess I did pass that day. I don't know. Just, so I can't be really. I tell you a lot about that. We went to the how you call that, the wall, like from the Second World War. Then when they built that wall in Western and Eastern Germany,
hmm,
we visited a bar. But no, I guess if I have to tell how it went good.
good, good. And you said you were passing and
I
somewhat
guess I guess I did. Like I said, no. Well, it was in a different country, so if people did have problems with it, maybe they were like, "They're not talking our language. Let's not act to them." It was that, but didn't have a negative experience with that one. And
Mhm.
I gotta say, I did like the way I looked that day. I didn't go full Goffy. I more like that day. I went more like Rocky.
Oh,
I did skinny jeans, a band shirt, leather jacket. My hair was loose. It didn't have any gel or stuff in it. Just loose kind of way.
hmm, hmm.
I did have my nails done and everything. Well, maybe that's. Nobody reacted. No positive reactions, like no comments, but also no negative reactions. So
That's a good thing usually
yeah,
when there's nothing. Okay. And this was
I
how
had a
long was
good
it?
day. That's the most
Yeah.
important thing.
When was this? When did this happen? A long time ago.
Uh, a month before COVID. That was the
Oh
last time I
no.
went out.
Oh my gosh. That's so. Everybody has such a terrible like. As soon as COVID, like everybody's had like their fun trip, and then COVID hit, and then everyone's like, no.
Yeah, kind
uh,
of. I mean, the last time I went out, like out as in go somewhere.
hmm.
Jeez, I don't think I went out during COVID at all.
At all? Mm,
Male or female mode.
wow. And how did that affect you, both male and Renee?
Um, I got isolated for a long time. I
Hmm.
mean, at some point you were only allowed one visitor a day.
Wow.
So at one point, my best friend came over, and if she came in the midday, like 1 p.m., like, and she would leave at 4, then the rest of the day you would not allow any more visitors. So,
Oh my gosh.
and if you wanted to go out for a walk, that was fine. But with the eve clock at 8, then they were like, if you don't have a dog, you're not allowed on the streets anymore.
Oh my gosh.
So I think the one positive thing I can take out of COVID is like, now I know who my real friends are.
Right.
I did
right.
lose friends with COVID.
How
and
so?
To be honest, I don't mind.
Wow. Mm-hmm. How did you lose them? Because they just stopped
Well,
showing up, or did they pass away, or
stopped showing up, stopped showing interest. At some points when rules got a little bit less because numbers were good and everything, then some friends did want to meet up, and some were like not even reacting. Like, I text them like, "Hey, dude, we're allowed to hang out again. You want to grab a drink? Want to come over, get a drink?" And they just didn't react. To like, sorry, man, I'm not feeling it. And then a week later, they sent the same text. Sorry, I'm already hanging out with that person, or already doing that, or
right.
So my social group did get smaller, but more like you now know who your real friends are.
True. And did Renee, was she less or more active during COVID?
I guess private wise, that didn't change.
Okay. Stay the same. Okay.
With my work, I did not. COVID did not have any impact on my work at all.
Like, you're still working from home or something, or?
No, I don't work from home. I work in a fabric.
Okay.
Yeah, fabric. Yeah, that's how you call it, right?
Yeah, fabrics, or some sort of cloth. And stuff.
I mean, I would even say COVID made our work a lot busier. I think that the time COVID is taking now, we made more money. My company made more money.
Wow.
Because the work we do is a lot for the Army, the Navy. We work for Germany, England, Australia, France, Russia. We make ships. And for some reason, during COVID, we got more. Maybe it's just coincidence, but work is a lot busier now. And private-wise, well, I still go out in home as Rene the same wise. Like, COVID doesn't restrict me at home. I can still do whatever I want at home. So, I don't think if you would go public, like go for a walk or something, then Rene doesn't go out that much anymore as before COVID.
I see. And you're more in the mood when you're at home to be Rene?
Oh yeah, that does happen. Even COVID did impact that. I do come out as Rene more often now. Maybe that's also because I'm more at home.
Yeah. And Rene is more private anyways than public.
Yeah, she is. But at some point, I do want to bring her out more often.
Yeah, seems like fun. She seems like a fun person.
If you have some shared interests, she can be fun. I know a few friends of mine they don't mind me being Rene, but if I'm Rene and they're like, "Oh, you want to hang out?" Me dressed up, they're like, "Well, who else is coming?"
Wow.
Because it's not that they hate it. It's more like they don't share any interests with Rene.
What does that mean? So are you a totally different person with Rene around your friends too?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, interesting. Like, what is that like? How are you different around your friends?
What I'm going to say now is going to be so bad it's going to look so bad on my friends group.
Perfect. Good. They will listen to this and say, screw Rene.
Oh, they're going to hate me for my friends group can be really, really racist. on
But
a
it's,
friendly
yeah.
basis.
It's not
Like,
malicious racism,
no,
right? Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
give you an example. We were on a holiday in Germany,
Okay.
and we were shopping just for groceries. And one friend of mine is like, he can't find chips, not the right chips. He wants paprika chips, and he couldn't find it. So he was like, these fucking Nazis don't have the chips. And we're like, dude, you're in Germany. Don't say that. And a German woman went up, gentlemen, don't be so loud. We can hear you. And we're like, oh, fuck you. We didn't mean that mean-wise. It was just
Right. It was just
something between us. Like, and we can even be racist towards Dutch people.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's just a humor between us.
Yeah.
We would never do that to a random person.
Right.
But when I introduced my girlfriend to this group, she's with soccer. There's a thing where I live. My soccer group is from Enschede, a city in the Netherlands. And close to Enschede, there's Almelo. And both cities have a soccer team in the major league, in the best league in this country. So even though some of my friends don't like soccer, they're still for the team from Enschede, from Twente. And you got this, in the other city, you got a team called Heracles. And those teams are like arch enemies. The supporters of one group to the other, the fans of both groups, don't like each other. And every game they play, there's a fist fight. That's not friendly. That's one of the hostile matches a year.
Mm-hmm.
And my girlfriend is from the other team. She's a fan of the other team. So that didn't go well when I introduced her.
Oh, no.
So we always I even do it. I even make jokes about her coming from that city. But it's on a friendly basis. She can laugh about it.
Sure.
But yeah, Rene is... she has different interests than me.
So tell us, what is Renee like? What is she in terms of, is she like not racist? I don't know.
Oh, no, not at all. No. Renee is soppy. She has a lot more emotions than me. She cries a lot.
Aw.
Even if I watch a cute, loving movie with a lot of crying in it, she's gonna cry 100%. Renee cares a lot more about others' feelings than I do. Like, I do care about them, but more like, well, I'll make a joke about you, and after that, if I see you're hurt, then I'll make sure you won't feel hurt anymore. And Renee will never do that. She will like, I'm not even gonna try this because it might hurt you. She's a lot, also a lot less social. Renee doesn't like to talk. So, Renee is a lot more shy than me.
Oh, okay. More introverted. And so when you're dressed as the male self, and all of a sudden when you put on female clothing and you're Renee, everything changes? Is that what happens?
Yeah. I am. Maybe that's because before I really got into cross-dressing, I also did role playing.
Oh, okay. Explain.
So before, I have a really wild spectrum of fantasy. I like to write fiction, and I like to, if I see something, I like to, all right, how is this gonna happen? How does this act? So when I'm Renee, I'm just like, all right, this is what I am now. Yeah, it changes just directly.
Fascinating. I'm super fascinated about that. And is it a fantasy when you're Renee? Is that part of it?
I think it started that way, but slowly became like, all right, this is no longer a fantasy. This is a part of me. She is no longer just a fantasy. I know she is real. And I will never be able to shut her down. Till the day I die, Rene will be a part of me.
Wow. Yeah, I'm super fascinated at your Renee persona because it is kind of situational when you become her, but also kind of just like she's there, like you'll feel in a mood and be like, oh, I need to be Renee now. Is it stress relieving? Is that part of it too? Like, or is it just, I don't know.
Yeah, it is. That's one thing for sure. When I'm Renee, I'm just, everything goes off my mind and I do feel a lot less stress. I guess if I had a stressful day or a stressful week at work, I feel like she comes out faster. Like when I'm her, I don't think of work. Work is not a thing, like not part of her. So I relax a lot easier. And that's what my best friend also told me. Like, when you're her, you're funnier as well in some kind of way. So, yeah, she's a big stress relief for me.
Yeah. You like it. It sounds like you enjoy it. Seems like it's not like a negative. It's like a coping mechanism, but not a negative one. What it sounds like.
I love her. I do.
Cool. Yes. Have you ever had any shame that came with it? A lot of cross-dressers deal with shame as a result of, thing. Have you ever had any shame? Uh-huh.
At first I did. Yeah. When I started it, I was like, is it normal? Like, my girlfriend at the time was a trans and she was in transition and stuff. Like, should I do this as well now? Is this who I am? Mm-hmm. I'm a guy. Should I do this? So at one point I did. But she also told me, like, if you like it, but that's it. If you only like to dress up, you shouldn't go do the transition and stuff. And it's just normal to dress up. So, yeah, at first I did have shame. But at some point, her parents as well helped me in it. As strange as it might sound, because, yeah, if I dress up at their place, they're going to see it. And they were like, oh, it suits you. You look good in it. So they did tell me, like, yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
And you never purged, as they say, right? The cross-dressers who purge or throw everything away because of the shame. Right?
No, I never had a real purge.
What do you mean?
I did throw away a few things, but not in a way like I have to throw it away to stop. More like in the way I'm gonna throw this away and slow it down a bit, but never with the intention that I wanted to do. Like, I never want to do this anymore. So a proper purge I never had. More like a small one.
Yeah.
I always kept something. Like that one time that I did kind of do it, it was more like, I'm going to put everything in a box, put that box somewhere far away in my house in a dark place so that I don't find it fast and that I don't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that I know that if I want to do it again, I still have my shame.
Right. right.
So I did stop with it for a half a year. So I kind of pushed her away for half a year. And then at some point I was like, no, this is not, it doesn't feel good. I want to be her. Fuck this. It's part of me. And I just have to accept that she's real. And if people don't accept that she's real, that's their problem. It's not my problem.
Yes.
if you want to be my friend,
Mm-hmm.
you have to accept her as well.
I love it. I love it. And all your friends who you didn't want are gone now because you found out of COVID.
Yeah, kind of. Even those that left or that I lose friendship with, they were okay with it. So I'm never afraid that those people will tell the people that don't know about Rene. Because even though I don't talk to them anymore, but I still somewhat see them as friends. Like if I will meet them at a party or something, I'm not going to ignore them. I'm just going to still go up to them like, hey, how are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that I meet them every week anymore.
Right. And I wish you could go out. Like it feels like you need to go out more, but because of COVID, is the restrictions lifted? I mean, you said that earlier we were talking about thing, but you can actually go out now.
Not really.
Oh.
Well, kinda. The pub is open till noon. Afternoon, the pub has to close down. Party centers like discos and clubs are still closed, and they will be closed till the end of September, if I'm right. So they'll still be closed for a while. So going out is not. Well, you can go out, but it's not that. You don't have much options.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're out now a little bit. Do you want to talk about joining the Discord? Because this is how we met. You joined our Discord, and I'm like, yes, look at this bitch. She's joining. You seem so, I don't know. You seem awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What's that like?
Joining the Discord was one of the best decisions I made. I mean, I met so many awesome people here. Just to know that everybody here thinks kind of the same, and to see how people go with it, how they think about it, give each other fashion tips and that sort of stuff. Oh man, every break I have at work, I'm checking the Discord. In some way, it's an obsession or something. Like I want to know what other people think. Can I help them? Can they help me?
Right.
I mean, on the Discord, we have this catwalk topic thingy. Like people post pics of themselves. Like, oh, look at this. I bought this new skirt or I bought this new shoes. And I mean, I love that. It's just, I posted that pic like a few days ago about the dress I want to buy.
Ooh, yes. Fucking love it.
Everybody was like, oh, girl, you need to get that. So I've decided that with my next paycheck, I am going to get that dress.
Yes.
I was really hesitant.
Oh,
should I get it or not? But if everybody's that positive, I just need to get it.
We're pretty problematic though because we love cute things on the Discord. So it's like, yes, bitch, get it, yes. But like, you got to be careful of your wallet.
Yeah, well, you did mention that 50-30-20 rule, right?
Yes.
I do tend to keep that. There's a big part of my salary. I have a week salary. So there's a big part of the salary that goes to my expenses. Like, I just bought a house, so I have rent.
Ooh,
or I have to pay the bank, and I have to pay my energy bills and everything.
Yeah. Yep.
So most of that goes there anyway, and I have to do saving. But for this dress, I have been saving for a few weeks, but I was still not sure if I should get it or not. But yeah, with the support of the group, I just know that I need to get it. I just need to.
Yes. Oh, yay. What do you want to do with Renee in the next 5 to 10 years? What do you see her future with her? What is she gonna do?
5 to 10 years.
Yeah, it's coming up. You know, it's faster than you know. It's coming up. What do you want to do with her? Where do you see her going?
I think I want to go out more with her, and well, me and my girlfriend we did talk about, well, if we're gonna stay together for long enough, marriage and kids is also a topic. So if you're talking about 10 years from now, I do plan Rene to be a good mom.
Oh, yay. Yes. I love it. Yay.
Because even though my girlfriend never seen her in real life yet, I know that she will allow me to be me, so that when we do get kids, I'm never gonna hide Rene from my kids. Never.
Aw, yay.
Maybe it's gonna be hard to tell your own kid about, look, son, I'm your dad, but I'm also a wife.
Yeah.
Or a mom, or I don't know.
If kids can believe in Santa, what makes you not think that you can believe that?
Right? They should be able. And I feel like if they grow up with it, like I don't remember who told you. I heard an interview with somebody had the same situation, like their kid grew up with them cross-dressing. Oh, crap! I don't remember.
Yeah, I've had so
I
many
really
guests.
think if the kid grows up with, like, all right, he's my dad, but sometimes he's a woman as well.
Yeah.
That at some point you don't really have to explain it because it's normal for them. At least I hope. That's what I hope. And if it's not that, then I will tell them, like, look, this is me, and you cannot change that.
Right.
Of course, it's there's always the fear of how is it going to impact their social life. But for now, that's a problem for later. I feel like it's.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. We're not there
yet.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that problem when that problem shows up.
Problem shows up. Exactly. Well, I don't want to take too much more of your time, Rene. You have been amazing. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. But I like to. We'll have you on the podcast again because you're on the Discord a lot, and we love you. And you're from the Netherlands. We love people from Europe and all over the place, even though our time zones are different. Let me ask you: in a perfect world of cross-dressing, sexuality, and gender, what does that look like to you, Rene?
In my perfect world, there would be no differences in being straight, gay, lesbian, or cross-dress or whatever. That people would just accept who you are. Like, I feel like the world is growing to that point, but in my perfect world, that would never be a problem. You should be able to be who you are, and everybody should be equal. So that's my perfect world. There should not be difference between man or female or whatever.
Right. Yes. That's a great answer. Thank you so much, Rene. You're awesome.
Thank you.
You don't have any? Are you public on Instagram or any social media? Do you want to shout out any of that, or are you not yet?
Well, I do have Instagram, but I don't do much with it. I follow other people with it. I plan to.
Okay.
But that's the thing for the future. So.
All right. Well, eventually we'll tell people about your Instagram if you need be. And I'll interview and maybe you in another 3 to 6 months, see where you're at. We'll definitely ask about your experience about going out.
Yeah.
And stuff. But
by that time, I hopefully do more makeup and stuff because I did do the fuck, how you call it?
Which one?
The makeover.
Yeah, makeover. Yeah. So, we'll ask you then.
Yeah.
We'll
see.
But we'll see. Anyways, well, it's late over there, so you get some rest, even though you're probably watching more sports stuff. But
it's only 9 p.m.
Oh, that's true. Well, maybe we'll go play League or something. So.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, of course. I'm a big gamer, so if you invite me for a game, I'm up anyway.
Don't even start. We will be up all night. No.
You should work probably in a moment.
I should stop. Okay. All right, girl. Thank you so much.
Right,
I'll talk to you on the Discord. Thank you so much. All right. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And finally, the miscellany.
Yes!
And that was my Curi YAAS conversation with Rene. I loved chatting with her, and I found her whole being Rene kind of fascinating. The fact that she has to be in a mood is super relatable to me. Because, sometimes, I don't need to be Giselle all the time, but when I do, I fucking love it. I love that her sister was also super helpful in helping her find better pants, because, shoot, isn't that what we're all looking for from our loved ones? Not just acceptance, but, shit, a shopping trip too? Sign me up. And it's also nice to see the LGBTQ community being supported around the entire world. Her talking about pride and the whole cross-dressing thing being somewhat accepted, specifically in Amsterdam, it's pretty fucking cool. I'm excited to see where her journey takes her, including that cross-dressing makeover thing she's gonna do in a couple weeks, and I hope to have her back on the podcast to talk about those kinds of experiences. If you enjoyed Renee's chat with me and you too want to share your story, well, shoot. Like they used to say on The Price is Right, come on down, and well, hit me up. Email me, Giselle at CrossYaasPodcast.com, DM me on Instagram at CrossYaas Podcast, or chat me up on our Discord, because I'd love to hear from you. But that's it for this week. Remember, when it comes to your cross-dressing, gender, and or sexuality, remember, no one really cares. So do whatever you want and wear whatever you want within reason. Obviously, assess your surroundings first. And hey, let me know what you need to help you succeed. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to share this episode and the rest of the podcast, like our CrossYaasPodcast.com website, with someone else. Word of mouth spreads fast, and if this episode helped you out, imagine what it can do for someone else. But thank you so much for listening. You could have listened to anything else, but you chose this podcast, so for that, I am grateful for you, CrossYaas listener. I love you so much, and until next time, keep it fresh, stay blessed, and remember, you're gorgeous.